So a lot happened in this episode. And overall, it was a very entertaining episode.
This is the most crazy episode of the season. I'm just going to be blunt about that.
Yeah, a lot happened. And we were talking about this before recording, so I want to just bring it up first. Is Nightwing actually dead? I don't think he is.
To be fair, I don't think he is too. I think he's just playing it off.
Yeah, I think he's doing something similar to when Artemis faked her death, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing with the heartbeat.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. They're just playing with the heartbeat. I definitely think that's just going to be a callback for it.
And then another one was Rocket, right? She's obviously not dead either.
I don't think she's dead, but I think something's going to happen to her where it's like, I don't know if she's going to come back. That's what I'm questioning.
Nah, dude. I think she's going to come back and she's going to be with the others or help Nightwing. That's what I think.
I don't know. I don't know. Young Justice, at the same time, I know Young Justice, I mean, it's the fact that Wally can be dead. I feel like Young Justice is a show that we could lose somebody. They're not afraid to make us lose somebody. So
yeah, but Rocket makes no sense in my opinion. But
it wouldn't make sense, but you know, they don't mind making sacrifices. I mean, let's put it this way. Did they build up Wally's death, or Wally's death just came out of nowhere?
It sort of came out of nowhere, but he at least did it to save like everything. This one was just like, oh, she didn't step through the door in time. It's
true. It's true.
It's not dramatic enough. I don't think she's gone at all.
It's not dramatic enough, but I do feel like if sacrifice, I don't think she's dead. I just think it's one of those things where it's not going to be as easy as they just like going to solve it. Living, oh, okay, we can solve it, whatever. But
we'll see.
Yeah. But I guess continuing with that, I guess we can start off with the plot line with the whole Lord Zod meeting General Zod and them coming to Earth.
Yeah. You called it.
Yeah, I mean, about what? What exactly? Them coming to Earth or what?
Well, you called it about the whole like thing with him trusting Conor more and having, you know, like treating him more like a son and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm just, to be honest with you, it's like, that's just an interesting story plot to begin with, because it brings an interesting dilemma where it's like, you bring, like, to me, it'd be an interesting dilemma to have like somebody that you want something, right? Like your father, right? But then he's with your enemy. So it's such an interesting dilemma. Although I do feel like Zod, I didn't think Zod would be as passive about it. I mean, we're eventually going to, at some point,
address
gonna
it.
Fight. But
yeah.
But the point is, I thought it would be more of like he would be more against it, where he's just like, okay, I can't do this or something like that. I thought he was going to turn because of that. But that being said, I kind of saw, I knew that was going to happen, where he's going to be like, I don't know about Superboy, and feel kind of conflicted about it. But Zod's not going to get rid of it. But I don't know. There's so much stuff happened with this whole, at least their area, where it's like for example, his mom becomes the Emerald Empress. Like, it's like, what the hell? Like, now she has that kind of power up, like, all suddenly. And then they go to the sun, which I did not expect that. I'm like, Jesus, they're already at the sun. Oh no. So it's like, Jesus, like they just like giving these villains like a upgrade. Like, they're like, you know what, villains, let's make them the most dangerous we can. Like, the only thing that's saving them now is that they don't have all the Kryptonians out. But it's just like, Jesus, it's just like a W after W after W with these villains.
Part of me, it's fine. Like, I don't have like a huge gripe with it, but at the same time, it still feels a little out of nowhere, out of left field for, especially the Emerald Empress. It just came out of nowhere. Like, I'm like, okay, you just got to get really ragey, I guess, and then you'll get the eye. But
I don't know. Yeah,
but it just, it felt out of nowhere. And I don't mind the solar pods. Those made sense. It made perfect sense, because Superman would use them in certain cases. But having two, though, I don't know about that. But maybe one for Conor just in case. But yeah. How
do you feel about Superboy? Like, even though he saw Superman, he's still like, nope, you're dead. I'm still with Zod.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know, dude. I feel like, sure, the Phantom Zone really, really broke him, and that makes sense. But I also feel like McGann not having a part, you already know my feelings on that, not having a part on it at all.
Yeah.
It was a huge plot convenience, in my opinion. And I'm very curious to see how McGann can help him at this point. That's the thing. That's the thing about that. I mean, another thing, this genius of General Zod, where he's like, he meets Superman. We're like, oh man, are they gonna fight?
and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna use Kryptonite. I'm like, wow, that's actually a smart. I did not see that one coming.
Yeah, well, Nightwing
like-
kind of just handed it over dumbly, so didn't even try to
That's
take it
true.
back.
That's true. But for him to even think that, to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna use this thing, it's just like,
I don't know
that's
if
a
it's
genius move.
dude. It seems kind of obvious. Like if you have something that you know for sure will like weaken someone, especially since Lord Zod is there, he knows the effects of Kryptonite. Then it seems like a pretty like obvious move. You just like use the weapon that hurts the other person.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have imagined them to like duke it out, which I know they're going to like. I know that's going to be the build up where it's going to be General Zod versus Superman, Superboy versus Lord Zod.
It's certainly smart. It's a smart way to go about it, but I wouldn't call it genius.
I guess for me, I'm just so used to like villains being like, let's go duke it out, as opposed to just like, oh, I'm just gonna use this and then
so what you're saying is you're used to dumb villains is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm used to dumb villains. Let's just put it that way. Yes, okay. I'm used to dumb villains or villains who have very prideful, where it's like, well, I have this new power, I might as well just test this power out, So
yeah, maybe
it's good to have a new thing where it's like, oh, okay, I'll just use that. But
do you think Connor's gonna kill Superman?
This is interesting. I definitely don't, but it is weird. I'm curious what's gonna turn him. That's just the thing. Like, what's gonna change his mind?
Yeah, I don't think. My guess, obviously it's a theory, is that somebody will stop him rather than him changing his mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, for instance, Rocket or
Rocket comes back.
Or time. Nightwing, because Nightwing, I'm sure, is not just laying there right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's that. That's okay. I guess another question with this, and then we can move on to the other group. How did you feel about like the Empress defeating the Bioship? Because it's like it just seems like you have these you have like Black Lightning, Superman, all these people here, and they just get defeated like once, like one little beep, they're already destroyed. It's like what?
That was kind of dope.
Like, yeah. That's why I felt where, as much as I like that the villains are kind of getting W's, I felt like it was a little bit too easy for them to get a W, where it's just like, okay, are they just that kind of weak? Or even the part where General Zod's minions, where I think Zatanna was taking control of them, and then like because they had the Wheel of Zod, they were able to kind of like overcome it. So I was like, okay, that's a very, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue in the first place like they should be a lot better at fighting in the Phantom Zone than the team, right? So
that's true.
Yeah, but at the same time, we don't know the extent of Zatanna's magic in the Phantom Zone, like how effective it is.
That's totally
fair.
That's
definitely a gray zone right there where it's hard to judge.
That's fair. But I am curious, why haven't they brought them now back at the Mother Box? Because the Mother Box, it seemed like they were able to use the Mother Box to go to Metropolis. So I'm just like, can they just now bring their minions back now? Because it's like,
Oh, to do the Phantom Zone again?
Yeah, from the Phantom Zone.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't. Well, I think Macomb mentioned that you can't keep a boom tube open for that long. Maybe that also had to do with the Kaiser Thrall, like its limitations with holding it for the Phantom Zone. Oh, okay. So maybe regular boom tubing is okay now. I'm not sure. That's a complete guess.
Okay. Maybe I thought I saw the Kaiser Thrall when Superboy, when they went out of when they went to Metropolis. I thought I saw the Kaiser Thrall, but maybe I was wrong.
Maybe it needs to recharge.
Okay, that's fair. Fair point. It would make sense if that was the case. Because then the question is, because that was my first question. I was like, well, geez, you could just bring your minions now. It's like, bro, like, why you have to? Yeah. I get it. You have Superboy, but still, like, bring the whole crew. But
it was I gotta admit, it was kind of fast. It was really fast at times.
Yeah, definitely. And then as far as the Black Lightning, Superman, Voyager, Lantern crew, it's interesting because like I didn't realize how much Superman kind of does have more skin in this game, where it's like these are kind of Kryptonians, and like it's kind of like he's fighting his own people, which sucks because it's like, dude, I've always wanted to like I've always been alone since Superboy, and now it's like I have to potentially kill my people or whatever. So it's interesting.
Well, Superman doesn't kill,
So. Yeah, he doesn't kill. Of course, that's fair.
That's not on his mind. It's more like
that's not. Yeah.
Damn, I gotta stop my own people.
Yeah, so that's a very interesting dilemma there. And it's like, it made me think, like, Jesus, why is Superman has more emotional weight to this than Nightwing? And the only reason why Nightwing is he got killed. Or
Then literally anyone
dead.
else. Then literally
Yeah.
anyone else.
Exactly. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it. I think part of me thinks they should have built it up more if that's what they were gonna play, you know, like
Yeah,
with
that's
Superman
fair.
and whatnot. But yeah, Nightwing, geez, just gets. I don't know why they sent him, honestly. Like, Nightwing, considering how smart he is, it's like, oh, there's a whole bunch of Kryptonians out there at that other boom tube that, you know, they were trying to escape from. Kryptonians escaped from it in the first place. Maybe they might be a threat, like, now. So why not send someone with powers like Zatanna or Rocket or literally anyone else? Probably not Artemis, but yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't know they're at a yellow sun at that point.
But it doesn't matter. Like, he should have. I feel like Nightwing, like trained by Batman, should have enough deduction skills to be like, okay, Kryptonians left, and then all of a sudden the boom tube's gone, and then now it's back. They're obviously trying to get them back out, right?
Yeah.
That's the best assumption. That's why they're guarding it. So if they're trying to get Kryptonians out again, and in the first place, they didn't even know that they were near a red sun, you know?
That's true. They didn't know about that.
Yeah, they didn't even know about that. So if they're like, oh, Kryptonians are exiting, what's out there? Probably a Kryptonian that might have powers, maybe send someone stronger than a regular human, you know?
I don't know. Maybe he had an extra kryptonite and he just didn't use it.
Yeah, I don't know. That seemed kind of dumb. Like for Nightwing, you know? For a regular
Nightwing.
person, if they made that mistake, fine. But for someone who was trained by Batman, I don't like it.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess going with that, since we can move on to the team. I don't know about you, but it felt like Calder was leading the team more than Nightwing. Like, Calder was like, yo, do this, do that. I was like, I mean, I'm happy about it, but part of me was like, wait a minute, is Calder just the leader now? Like,
That's funny.
so that was an interesting thing I saw with the whole group thing. And then obviously the fight, which was interesting. And then like the part with the monster, which I kind of like on the group side, or at least Lord Zod's thing, where it's like, okay, they're going to track that monster through rage. But then she got so mad the monster went up that which was interesting. It was so convenient.
It's like the monster's plugging the hole. All right, and she goes through. Oh man, that's a funny scene right there. It's just like,
Yeah.
literally their plan backfired on them like right away.
Yeah. I don't know. That's hilarious about that. I thought that was interesting. And then obviously what's happened with Rocket, which, I mean, again, we don't think she's dead, but, you know, something implies that she might be trapped or something. Or who knows, maybe she's going to be with what's his name? Wally? No, I was going to think of the guy inside the Kaiser Thrall. I forgot what's his name.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
She's going to be one of the new guy there or whatever.
No, I genuinely just think that Rocket is helping Nightwing. It doesn't make sense for her to do anything else, in my opinion, because there's so many. I guess there's like so many people to keep track of at this point.
Yeah, I know.
That putting her in like some other area, story-wise, makes no sense.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, that doesn't really make any sense. But yeah, I don't know. This is just, very interesting episode overall. Just
I think it would be a very interesting story if Superboy actually killed Superman, but I highly doubt that'll happen.
I doubt that. I really, I'm curious what they're gonna do with that. Like how they're gonna play that out. Like, cause I mean, the only other thing I could think is McGann coming, but McGann just got zapped, so it's like I don't think she would teleport that fast.
Yeah, and I can't remember, but for the last scene, was the boom tube still open or it got closed?
I think it got closed, if I'm correct.
Okay.
I feel like I remember it being closed. I mean, if it's open, that could be that just change. That does change other things.
It's probably closed though.
Yeah, I feel like it would make sense if it was closed.
But yeah,
yeah, that's the one thing I'm curious. How's the light gonna react to this?
No idea.
Because it's like now they got Kryptonians. It's like, who's these people? Vandal. They're invading your Earth, man. This isn't part of your plan.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if they brought them in, but I feel like there was not enough setup for it at this
I wouldn't be
stage.
surprised if they come in the last minute and be like, oh, we temptatedly brought the, blah, 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 or whatever.
We'll see.
Yeah. Someone mentioned Darkseid may not be liking this because Darkseid was working with Lord Zod, so we'll see what Darkseid's opinion about this whole aftermath.
Yeah.
But
Anything else for this episode, or shall we read comments?
Yeah, I think we can read comments. I mean, I guess the only last thoughts is next episode's the season finale, so we'll see what happens in the ending of the season. But yeah, I guess we can start with the comments.
For sure.
I'll start off with G. Luke said, I think after this we can all agree this isn't Nightwing focus. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, the way the series is going, it's all right. I mean, I prefer a Nightwing focus arc, but in this case, we have to wrap the story. So
yeah. Okay. A couple people IG said it wasn't a flashback; it was the present. So if you remember the initial scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a couple people were saying that it was him and anonymous vids. They said that.
Apparently that's his kid. Yeah, that confused me.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I mentioned that it was the present, and I thought it was. So when you said it was the flashback, I was like, okay, you rewatched it, and I was like, okay,
yeah, I mean, I assume because of number one, the voice, but then number two, it was just like, I just can't see Lord Zod leaving the Legions. I know Mala Falak can watch, but I feel like he would be really suspicious of the Legions. So if they showed the ship, I would have caught that. But I mean, it is what it is. But I can take it. I can see how it is the kid instead of him. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. This is funny. Kendo says, after last week's episode, I'm done with Halo, Brion, and Voyager. They weren't in any of these episodes, so your wish was granted.
Yeah, that's such an odd episode, man. Like, it is so out of place. There's no way they're bringing them back, like, for the last episode.
I would laugh if they did. I would laugh. I mean, Halo's the mother box, so who knows? Maybe they could use Halo.
Yeah, well, the most useless mother box of all. Like, literally nothing useful has come out of her, like, so far. So I don't know, man. But yeah, let's see. There's other comments by Kendall. I agree with Black Lightning, but I hate how the show refuses to acknowledge the success of Batman Inc. And when Calder and Dick infiltrated the Lights and gave Vandal Savage his biggest defeat in centuries. Yeah, that's true.
I agree.
Also, Black Lightning's leadership style sucks when the show has already given us his leadership style with Batman in season 1. Are you referring to... Yeah. Okay.
What does he mean by? Is he talking about this season? Because this is the only time we've seen Black Lightning.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he means by season 1. Maybe it was a typo for Black Lightning, and maybe it was somebody else, or a different season 3 maybe. Yeah. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Black Lightning's leadership style was never something I really understood. Mm-hmm. I mainly don't. Maybe I have to watch season 3 again, but I don't feel like he was in a leadership position that often in that.
I think he's
season.
Referring to this season because this is the only time we've seen him made decisions. So
yeah, but we haven't even really seen him in this season, to be honest. Like, not much at all.
I mean, the only decision we can say is him trying to get McGann to find the Kaiser Thrall, and then now with the whole them going against the Kryptonians. But I feel like everyone would have made those decisions. I don't know. I feel like anybody would have made those decisions. And compare it to Batman. Of course, Batman's the most. Yeah. I mean, you can't compare it to Batman. You know what I'm saying? Because Batman's a whole different league. So that's a whole different story. But Tevla says, to kind of summarize, he was happy that Danny Chase made a comeback. Greg Weisman, his team, they always like to have these spin-off characters. Apparently, he was originally in the old Titans comic, so it's kind of a reference to people who watch who's read those books. So he's liking that, and then he's fine with the story being more about saving Conor or Superboy through the whole General Zod stuff, which I kind of mentioned now. About how, like, that is sort of it's interesting enough that we can kind of as much as I would prefer Nightwing, it's okay enough that it's entertaining enough that I can be distracted from them not having Nightwing as a full arc. And he loved the overall episode of last week's episode and the way the criminals were played.
Yeah. Well, here's a comment from AC Dub that echoed what we said. As far as who's leading the original team, it feels like Zatanna is actually leading it, the mission, while Nightwing is just like hired help. And then even Calder was taking the lead when fighting the Kryptonians in the zone. Yep. Yeah. It's just continuous disrespect for Nightwing, dude. Like,
it is.
Yeah, and then now he's dead, or apparently
he's supposedly
apparently dead. You know, like
what if they really did kill Nightwing?
No, no, just no. That would be
No.
so dumb. That'd be. I'd quit immediately.
You
I'd
were
be done with the show.
You're done
Like,
watching the show. Nightwing's gone.
yeah, yeah. If Nightwing's dead just from that, I'm done. Like that was like the most unsatisfying like hero death I've ever seen in my
It's
life.
true. He does something and he dies. Yeah, even Tomare has a better, interesting death.
Exactly. Side character that we knew for a couple episodes.
Speaking about someone who loves Nightwing, this guy named Tang Long Nguyen says, I don't watch Young Justice, but I love Nightwing. But from the comments you guys feature in these videos, I'm not surprised anymore. For some reason, the people behind DC animated shows and movies just don't like Nightwing. I don't know if that's true.
I mean, it probably isn't true. Like, I'm sure they don't dislike Nightwing, but the way they're portraying him in this season certainly isn't that great.
I mean, for Young Justice, but I'm talking about, like, he said it, like, it seems like all the DC shows, he's basically kind of lumping that, like, even the animated use, that they don't really like Nightwing, I guess, or they're not treating Nightwing properly.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Nightwing in Under the Red Hood was fine. I feel like the other DC animated movies, Nightwing's pretty fine as well. There's nothing bad about him.
I mean, the only one I could say was annoying was the one with the Titans, where like the ones where they focus on the Teen Titans, and it's like what's it called? Batman's son is the Robin in that one universe, because that Nightwing literally was just all he was trying to do was just get at Starfire. But other than that,
Maybe,
yeah, I don't know.
All right. Another comment from AC Dubs. For last week's episode, the ending scene of how everyone was on the floor, like Prince of Mars, and you, let's see, because you've got the top brass of Justice League, the Prince of Mars, a new god, and one of the most powerful Martians in the galaxy at the mercy of the Kaiser Thrall. Superman and Black Lightning are the conscious of the League, Prince Gem is conscious of Mars, and Orion is the son of High Mother and High Father of New Genesis. There's so many things that could go wrong by just abducting them, and let alone like killing them. That's a really good point. Like, I feel like all those people there, like just being held at the mercy of the Kaiser Thrall, is really telling of how strong the Kaiser Thrall is.
Yeah, exactly. That, or it's just such a good plot convenience that they have a Kaiser Thrall that can just knock all these strong villains. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to gripe on this, because I actually, again, I do like the idea of villains getting away, but it just seems too convenient that, again, you have two psychics and then the Kaiser Thrall just completely knocks them out, or you have a Green Lantern, they're knocked out. And then even with today's episode, all you took was the Emperor's straw or whatever, and bam, like, and all I know is that next episode, there better be a satisfying defeat for those people who have powers, or these OP whatever weapons. Otherwise, I'm just going to feel like it was just like, oh, it was just plot convenience that these weapons just happen to take everyone down like that.
Yeah, and also the fact that the Kaiser Thrall is controlled so easily is another plot convenience, in my opinion. Because they have M'gann as well. Mm-hmm. So it's strange to me that she can't fight her brother on the same level, I guess, and help the Kaiser Thrall. Yeah. But we'll see, because I don't know how that stuff works. So they didn't like explain it super well. Yeah. In terms of how Macomb is controlling the Kaiser Thrall.
That's fair.
So we'll see.
That's totally fair. And I think Kendo also says, I've come to the conclusion that Nightwing doesn't have a phantom in the show, or he's just a great leader that never lies to his closest friends and even puts his allies in harm's way. I was joking, but it's clear the writers never solely focus on the Batman family character in the show. I mean, look at his poster art. It's nothing but characters related to Superman, Superboy, which is unfair to his character. Don't forget, this is Conor's season. When the show gave us a flashback just before Conor asked Dick, what kind of leader do you want to be? I knew that Nightwing's arc had no purpose in this mission. Yep. I mean, yeah, he sums it up with what's going on with Nightwing. I mean, yeah. But
well, either way, I'm still enjoying the season overall, or at least like the last arc, I guess. Mm-hmm. Like, it's entertaining, that's for sure.
Definitely entertaining. Again, I didn't expect any of this to happen. Like, no one was like, Jesus, they just really just twist everything. That's one thing I'll admit, the show knows how to subvert your expectations despite the quality of it. And I guess next episodes are going to be the last episode of the season. So
Okay. One of us has to be right. All right. I'm gonna bet that Superman's gonna die.
Superman's gonna die. Okay, I'm gonna bet that Rocket is like something's gonna be like she's just gonna be stuck.
Okay.
Stuck or whatever, or
These are our hot takes, basically.
Yeah, these are our hot takes. Superman dies, Rocket's died. Or okay, let's put a third one. Honorable mention: Nightwing is dead. That's an honorable mention.
No.
It's an honorable mention.
That was like.
It's an honorable mention. It's not. We don't believe it, but it's just honorable mention.
Yeah, 0.001% chance it happens.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see.
But definitely let us know in the comments. And I also heard there was clips of the next episode, so don't spoil us of what happens in the next episode if you've seen those clips. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.
Peace.